We had a golf tournament earlier this week in Sylvia's honor, and I would like to read the poem for that occasion. Once again, our League of Ladies have come to celebrate with our friend Sylvia on her very special date. To shoot a 90 in golf is pretty neat, but to reach 90 is quite a feat. When the temperature hit 90, Sylvia's name was on the list. A round of golf was not to be missed. While driving around the area, if you see her car, it will scare you. So just wave and say hi as she passes you by. Sylvia sets a pace with her energy and colorful style. When meeting her, you just have to smile. Her spirits are high, her weight is low. She really is a pleasure to know. A 90-year-old like Sylvia is truly blessed, and we wish her continued good health, happy days, only the best. And so we ladies just off the green toast to Sylvia, our 90-year-old queen.
Sylvia. Hello, madam. Lovely red little bird. Good evening again. My name is Fred Naftali. I am a past Commodore of the Hemisphere Yacht Club, which is very well represented here tonight. And on behalf of the Hemisphere Yacht Club, we wish you, my darling Sylvia, all the very, very best that anyone can possibly wish you. Many, many more years of good health, of good happiness. And I should say this to you. You may not believe it, but your name Strauss has a very special meaning, certainly to me. A Strauss in German means a bouquet. You may not be aware of it, but it does. And a bouquet of roses that goes a long, long way. And knowing you, I hope it will. And I thank you very much.
Sylvia. Come on, Sylvia, come on up here. On this side. Alita, on this side. Help her up.
Alright, woo!
Okay, Sylvia, stand right over here next to me.
He's a mess.
Oh God, that hurt.
She knows me since I was this big. She's not talking what part of me. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Here's a song I wrote for you. Okay? So I want you to listen carefully, and I want the people out there to listen to the words. And don't get excited with the age. You'll understand. There's a story about a lady that we honor this evening. She's young and she's beautiful, full of spirit and love, and on the move every day of the week. Now it's hard to catch up with her. She's always on the go. She's either on a golf course or out to a Broadway show. You sometimes catch her early in the evening window. Now if you catch her right, you can join her for a cocktail or two, or maybe she'll tell you always keep your kind of humor. Now you all know who we're talking about. She's sitting right over here. She's celebrating this occasion with her family and friends so dear. We hope all that someday we can make it there too. It's no secret to any of us. She's 88 plus 2.
go, melancholy baby. Well, show us your car.
There you go, that's the Sylvia.
As Sylvia knows, I'm very jealous. I'm not going to let her girlfriends get ahead of us. We all have mahjong. But not only have mahjong friends, the socializing that we have together is more important than our playing mahjong. We think she is one of the greatest ladies. We all admire her for everything that she is and everything that she does. We all love her. I want her to know.
That's all. I'm just gonna film while y'all. Where's she at?
Eric Strauss, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
It's hard to follow all these acts, but I've got probably the best grandmother anybody could ever have, and she's running her mouth as usual. But what's made Sylvia so special is she's been really more of a friend than a grandmother, and I've been blessed. I had really neat parents, and I was brought up really well, and I was really close to Sam and Sylvia, and it's weird, we moved to Atlanta when I was 10. And I had very few memories of Cleveland, but I still remember to this day, you dragging me, my motto was dirt don't hurt, and Sylvia's was dirt isn't gonna be, and she would drag me in her bathroom with a toothpick and dig dirt out of my nails. So in honor of you tonight, I made sure I had clean fingernails. And we had great times riding through Ursuline College, coming to your house, and then y'all moved to Florida, and then Papa started collecting art. And at 8 years old, I was going to art shows at the Jockey Club and drinking champagne and picking it up. I had all the girls with Papa, and you like enlightened my life to the whole aspect. And it took me years later to realize as I was failing out of business school, and I entered art school, and it just a passion that took over. And I think the passion was from the early exposure and the love for my family and just the best people in the world, and something that's really meant a lot to me. I was in college at the time, and I was supposed to come visit Sylvia, and I brought my girlfriend, who's my wife now, and she didn't know she was coming, and at first she was not a happy camper. But after, a couple days, she realized and saw the bond there, and it didn't matter that, I was marrying a goyim, and it wasn't what, I was supposed to do, and other things, and she fell in love with Charlotte, who unfortunately is not here, and she's out smoking probably, but, and that's how they became such good friends, which is even better, because Sylvia would come in for Thanksgiving, and her and Charlotte would sneak out to the back to smoke, and they became really good friends and got to know each other. And my wife never had grandparents, because unfortunately they passed away when she was really young. And Sylvia became a grandmother to her that she never had or saw. And the fact that you accepted her like that, it just means more to me than anything. And I love you for it, and we love you, and my kids love you. And I want a big hug.
I'm so lucky. I got great kids too.
I don't care, man. Oh, well. I told her like it was. Nobody said a word.
Without talking to people like myself, a child, nor a golf player, nor a canasta player, or a bridge player, or a whatever it is that you play.
She's outside.
For all of us who belong to none of those categories, we want to wish you a wonderful, happy birthday. And may you live with me till 100.
This is a great song for Sylvia and everyone else. Why don't you join us on the dance floor?
Yeah, I know. Look at that kitchen. What can you imagine your dad had an iPhone? Roger Strauss at one time had an afro. And he actually had a pit too. I know it. He wasn't real pleased. But by Ellery, this was a style.
Did you get a picture of all this?
Four generations, yeah.
And where was he from? Like
That's
Russia?
Bubba, that's my Bubba, that's my grandmother.
Yeah.
From
Russia?
Oh, Lithuania.
Lithuania.
It's Granny.
I mean, that's the old country.
Lithuania was Russia. Yeah.
Why could she speak English?
No.
No English?
And she, pardon?
Wasn't she like blind and deaf?
She was blind, not deaf. She was blind and she had no teeth.
Yeah.
Gum. And she used to gum her food. But she was a wise lady. She couldn't see, but she was so smart. She knew everybody's voice, and she was so good. I'll never forget when one of our cousins married her. And those days was a sin.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed, but
Shame you didn't mention it. Okay, she approved it, okay. She loves it, that's the way she is. She's teaching her the way of working. She was such a fabulous, she adored your father. He used to bring your grandpa. You still call him.
Inga.
Yeah, you know, he has the original copy of that in his office. It's like dated.
Yeah, I know. Because, see, the fourth generation. My grandmother, we called her Bubby. And then my mother, who was Debbie, and she was such a great lady. And then me and your dad. The fourth generation. We were at a park. We had gone to a public site that day. Had lunches on Sundays, and the whole family. Everybody packed their lunch and we go there and they go swimming and they play games and they play baseball and all that. Today they don't do that. everything we did didn't cost a lot of money. We didn't have to run around. Look at the fact that we had our own family and children.